So running it back, okay. What happened is we, over here, Kate Walker, an American lawyer, here to settle an agreement for a takeover of a factory that produces like mechanical robots, automatons, like whatever, like spring-loaded, wound-up automatons. And the owner of the factory died while we were on the way. Okay. And there's no heir to take over the factory. So the takeover is kinda like, yes, very inconvenient. Turns out that an heir is there, and that's the owner's brother, who everyone thought was dead because if family issues, let's say. Okay. But he is alive, and his sister knew that. And in fact, she was supposed to meet him at some point, but um, what happened. So now, since he is the owner of the factory, but technically, we have to find him somewhere and make him sign those papers. But all we know is that he is somewhere in Syberia. So we went to this factory and we made this robot, or we finished the robot, rather. And he is the conductor of the train that's gonna take us to him, apparently. And now we can start, I guess. That was very awkward. A whole lot of nothing. Oh, hello.
Hey there, Oscar.
My functions do not permit me familiarity, Kate Walker, even if you are my first and only passenger.
Me? Your passenger?
Yes, you, Kate Walker. Is it not for that reason you completed my production process?
If you say so.
What is what? The guy that's an automaton.
I have decided to come along for the ride, Oscar. Ready when you are.
Your ticket, please?
My ticket? What are you talking about?
The rules clearly state, Kate Walker, every passenger of this train must possess a ticket.
Okay. And where do I get hold of
Oh
a
yeah, I guess
ticket?
he is.
Only the ticket vendor may issue tickets. You are in luck. The ticket office must be open now. You should go there immediately.
And guess what? He's selling the tickets too. Which must be the most convenient thing, only it's not.
But it's you?
What can I do for you, madam?
But Oscar, it's me, Kate Walker.
Correct. Your name is indeed Kate Walker.
Indeed.
What can I do for you, Kate Walker?
A train ticket, please. Why, do you sell anything else?
The only function of this ticket office is to issue tickets. You are requested to accelerate operations. The office closes in exactly 3 minutes. What can I do for you?
A ticket, please.
One ticket?
Yes.
One ticket. What is your final destination?
I don't know. It's you who told me I had to get a ticket.
A ticket to travel, then.
Sounds about right. A ticket to travel. Well, I mean, technically we are gonna travel with no, like, clear destination in mind, so I guess. Uh, and this thing. Present document stamped by the recognized permitting authority entitles the holder of this document access to the aforementioned, to the train, okay.
There you are. Do not lose it. This office is not entitled to produce duplicates. This advice also applies to the accompanying documentation.
What's that?
The authorization for the release of the train. The ticket officer may ask you for it at any time.
But I mean, you are the...
Attention! The exact moment has arrived to close this office.
Okay. That was fun. Kinda. I guess. Maybe. Take my ticket.
There you are, Oscar. Does this mean we can leave now?
I cannot accept this ticket for the moment, Kate Walker. Keep it.
Why don't you want to take my ticket?
I must abide by regulations, Kate Walker. Not all departure conditions have been fulfilled. I must confirm your departure release.
You can be a real stickler for the rules, Oscar, my old fellow. It's me again, Oscar.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Imagine that. The ticket is wrong. Well, that's because the ticket isn't stamped. I'm just being I'm just being an asshole.
Why aren't we setting off, Oscar?
I must abide by regulations. Your ticket, please, Kate Walker.
No, okay, whatever. A bit.
Oscar, if you were in my shoes right now, what would you do?
My reasoning mechanism does not permit me to manage problems outside the mandate of my own functioning.
This train is amazing. I'm going to travel like a princess.
I am happy that you like it, Kate Walker. This train has been designed to optimize passenger comfort.
Poor Madame Vorarlberg. I'm sure she would have loved to come along.
This train was designed for only one passenger, Kate Walker.
So, it's like I've taken her seat.
The paper thing, no, the paper thing can be like it is.
I can't wait to meet Hans Vorarlberg. What about you?
I would find the experience inordinately gratifying.
And I won't forget to congratulate him on the success of his incredible automaton.
Why, thank you, Kate Walker.
But just let's pretend I never played this game, okay? Like, I don't remember how I know it should be stamped.
Why aren't...
I must abide.
Okay, I've seen that.
Oscar?
My reasoning mechanism.
Okay, I've seen that.
Don't think for one moment that I'm bored of you, Oscar. But I have to go.
I also have much to attend to, Kate Walker.
I mean, you pay more attention to that than me. Did he say anything about, the ticket being, like, stamped or, like, something similar? No, because I'm really not sure. I mean, maybe if I talk to him more or like try to give him the ticket again. Not the time. Well, I mean, there's like there is something else. But one thing I can do, which is apparently something he must tell me first, but you can still do it like out of the order. Okay. Yeah. Is wind up the train, which is something I did out of order anyway, so that's one step done. And yes, this is a wound up train as well, which is amazing. What are you doing? Come on, turn around. I mean, to be completely honest, I am kind of lost. I remember things that, like, I don't know how I got to them anyway. Oh, and by the way, like, remember the mammoth doll that that I got from the cave? Uh, no, I'm not sure if you remember that, but I did mention it while I was like recounting the diary. Which again, I might have fumbled like a little bit while I was doing it, but um, that was like maybe it was his toy or maybe it was not his toy. It was a prehistoric toy, pretty much. It was like a really old toy that was just in the cave because I mean it's gonna be a bit spoilery if I tell you that. Well, I mean it's not gonna be that much of a spoiler, but like still. Well, I'm not going to. I'm just saying it's an ancient doll. Okay, so the idea is to stamp the ticket over here, but apparently I cannot yet. Amazing. And I actually don't know what to do. Should I talk to Oscar more or something? I mean, who else could I talk to? Not the baker. Show the paper. Okay, I can try. It's just like, why show him the paper? He didn't ask me for paper yet. Okay, no problem. Wait a sec, wait a sec. Oh, this thing.
Kate, it's me again.
Dan, I was gonna call you.
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
I've just called Marston and Lormont. They told me you weren't expected to return this week.
Oh, yeah.
So when are you coming home?
I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. The situation is kind of tricky, you know. At the beginning of next week, I hope.
Yeah, whenever.
Dan, please. Just hang in there, okay? The stakes are higher than I thought. And you know how much I love this job.
I suppose it's neither here nor anywhere to you that the Goldbergs are going to...
It is. It isn't. Dan, this really isn't the moment. You know I'm thinking about you. I love you, sweetheart, and I'll give you a call when I have some news. Promise. I've got to go now. I've got kind of a train to catch.
A train? Where are you off to now? This is crazy, Kate.
To tell you the truth, I've no idea. Love you, honey. You know that.
Kate!
I mean, to be honest, Dan is kind of a dick. So the paper, you say? Well,
Here.
yeah, he is.
This is the authorization for the release of the train.
It has not been signed, Kate Walker.
Oscar, you're going too far. You just gave me this.
Does the train belong to you, Kate Walker?
No.
So there. This train cannot leave Aladdin without the agreement of its owner.
I don't think Madame Varlberg is in a position to sign anything right now.
Well, that is
In
true.
that case, the stamp of her legal representative is perfectly sufficient. Please hurry up, Kate Walker. This train will soon depart, and I must ensure it is not delayed.
Yes, you said so. Which is, again, like always, what would I do without you in these situations?
No need to go down there.
Nah, whatever. Why give me the option then? So I still should be like on the in the factory anyway. So how's the weather? And do we know of anyone who legally represents her? Or do we just like forge the signature somehow? Like, I honestly don't remember a single thing it's gonna be. But the lawyer is sleeping, and we're the lawyer anyway. I mean, the notary. He's resting. But I cannot stamp the thing, there's no ink. And it doesn't let me put the ticket in there. Wait. You think? Are you looking it up?
Oh my gosh. Invoices, more invoices.
Yeah. The factory is in debt as well. Okay, wife.
This thing's jammed.
Let me just look around just a little bit and I'll go. Still, there's no ink. I should put some ink in there. Okay, let me just, like, look around here one more time. No. No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go back then. I mean, I should have cheated probably, honestly. Before I started, that would have been faster. And like looked up like what to do and stuff. I know it's not our way, but like, you know. Are you our legal representative, Baker? Okay. I mean, you know, there are games that are interesting to watch the streamer fail at. And then there are like point and clicks. Okay, let's see if I can stamp now. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be the ticket, it was supposed to be this. Okay, I was just a little stupid. Yeah, but it doesn't stamp because no ink. Yeah, you did. You did. But we need ink.
Oh no, I forgot the notary will be resting.
Yes, he probably died in there. But no one will know. I mean, there's also the whole, like, cemetery sequence in here. Ask someone about ink. Like, Baker isn't gonna... He's just gonna be like, oh, sorry, we're closed. Like, he's not, dialogable. I know that's not a word. Or like this guy. I mean, they talk, but like, you cannot ask them.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
No, ink
It would be a
doesn't end up
pleasure,
with him.
but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valladolid is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
But it's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
Thank you, kind sir. Spoiler, there will not be another time. There won't be any time. Because after we take the train, everything is just like, you know, we're off. Why am I going here?
No point. It's locked.
Yes, thanks. Why make it interactable then? I mean, that was the, I wanted to say the 90s, but like, that was the early 2000s. That was a thing back then. Oh, and this thing. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, I need to assemble this stuff, but I don't have a cog in here. And I don't have anything that will replace the cog. I mean, maybe the ink is here somewhere. Who knows? I mean, we can check around anyway. We've been here, right? Hello, Jesus. Chicken here again? Nothing in here. I don't have any more. Oh, this thing. I mean, it's not like... I mean, it's not like it's gonna make a difference, right?
God, this thing's jammed.
I only have two, like, in the thing too, but I need one more.
No point. It's locked.
Okay. I'm not surprised. And tell me if you notice anything change. As in, like, you know, I move the cursor around, maybe, like, I'm just missing something. Oh no, I don't think there's a point in here, though. Like, I know there are a couple of places that are just full of. Thankfully not a lot, but still. And that is a little bit early to go to.
I can't go that way.
Oh yeah, sure, you think. Where else haven't we been? You know, let me just check something really quick. And then I'll start panicking.
Doesn't look like that works.
No, that doesn't work. I can start panicking right now. Wait, I have the You know I'm stupid. I've been carrying the freaking ink with me all the time. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Ah, amazing, ain't it? But didn't you want to see me suffer? Let's do it. I mean, it doesn't look like an ink bottle, you know? It looks like a piece of ass, like anything. Just not the not the ink bottle. Here. Approuvé. Oh, it doesn't, no, approve, okay. Whatever. Yeah, the E is silent on the end. If there are French people in here, please, I'm sorry, I'm offending you. I didn't mean to. What is that supposed to mean? I'm just gonna ignore this then. I mean, how am I supposed to react well to the stuff I don't even know what it's supposed to mean? Here is your frickin'
Here. This is your stupid train release ratification, Oscar.
That's not enough
Thank you, Kate
anyway.
Walker. That is perfect.
It's me again, Oscar.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Yes, I
Don't
forgot
think
that.
for one moment that I'm bored of you, Oscar.
I also have much to attend to, Kate Walker.
The ticket, yes, and then he'll be like, oh, that's not enough. Get the freaking
There you
ticket.
are, Oscar. Does this mean we can leave now?
I
Of,
cannot accept this ticket for the moment, Kate Walker. Keep it.
of
I
course.
don't understand why we can't leave. I'd hate to think it's me that's delaying the train like this.
I do not wish to appear impolite, Kate Walker, but I am afraid that not all departure conditions have been fulfilled.
If that's a joke, Oscar, it's not very funny. I really need to find Hans Vorarlberg as quickly as possible.
I have strict instructions to obey. There are 3 spaces in the luggage compartment that are designed to accommodate 2 very important objects. The train can only depart when they are in place. Please excuse me now. I must return to my departure preparations.
Oh, I wouldn't want to break any rules.
Oh well. So this goes here. Hmm, 3 items. One I already put like in place.
I don't need that for the time being.
Okay. Actually, I guess 2? Wait! That's fine. Everything is good. I'm just panicking. There's no reason to panic. No, he said 3 compartments in the luggage compartment, like whatever he said. I mean, okay, I'll give him the ticket, but there's 3 items: the mammoth and uh. I mean, okay, no probs. Let's give him the ticket.
There you are, Oscar. Does this mean we can leave now?
I cannot accept this ticket for the moment, Kate Walker. Keep it.
I don't understand why we can't leave.
I do not wish to appear impolite, Kate Walker.
If that's a joke, Oscar, it's not very funny.
I have strict instructions to obey. There are 3 spaces in the luggage compartment that are designed to accommodate 2 very important objects. The train can only depart when they are in place. Please excuse me now. I must return to my departure preparations.
Oh, I wouldn't want to break any rules.
Okay, that's why you said 2, but he says 3 compartments. There are like 3 objects. Yeah, but 3 compartments. And I am sure I'm missing something. And I put the items in the compartments, the 2 items that I already have, the mammoth doll and the music cylinder. But there's the whole like cemetery as well. That we haven't finished yet. You think I'm missing something maybe? Yeah, the cog. But like, where do I find it? Like, I don't remember personally. See, we're getting to the territory of, oh, me played, me don't remember. It's like the first time. It's gonna be a little painful, like, believe you me. I mean, I'm not sure it's here, but who knows? But yes, so you are looking stuff up. Yeah, I did pick both. Yeah, that's good to know. I mean, I do trust your logic, so... I mean, wait, don't tell me. I'll just try looking around really quick. Well, maybe not really quick, but... But you can tell me if I'm stupid enough to, like, not notice. So it doesn't take more time than, you know, than necessary. Is it here somewhere? No, I don't think so. Unless we take some... Maybe you don't need more wheels. You think? I mean... That'd be weird, but... Okay, let's try. I just don't know, like, visually it just doesn't make sense, so the idea was that, you know, I should just get desperate and be like, oh, let's, like, fucking, pull the lever. And hope that, you know, it works regardless. Maybe it's actually good, you know, to actually play the first time around. You know, to play and not know what is supposed to happen. Because, like, you're more prone to making, you know, to acting like this. Just be like, oh, maybe I should just pull it, like...
Doesn't look like that works.
Yes, thanks, wrong, wrong, clickable thing. You mean on the other hand, yeah, maybe, because this one isn't connected to the, yeah.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
No, something is missing. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything. I have the punch cards, I have the key. That doesn't belong here anywhere. So, yeah. But I did. I mean, okay, yeah, I was gonna go to the hotel anyway at some point and check, but I'm sure I did. In both of them. But let's see anyway. I'm sure I might have missed something there anyway. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of anyways in this life. Yes, thanks, kind sir. No, nothing is here. I mean... Oh, you asshole, I didn't notice that. Okay. Thanks. I mean, to be completely honest, I'm playing this like a tiny window, and I didn't find any way to make it bigger without messing everything up in the process. So if there's anything, I don't see when the cursor turns into like a looking glass. Thank you, though. We're not going super quick, but I mean, we will squeeze like some of the next location as well, which is good in my opinion.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
So yeah, one of the punch cards. And I think it's a trial and error thing. And I did it on my first try. No, not on my first try, okay. No, I don't think this is the tune I have to make. Okay. You have this one. I think this card might be the right one. Are you joshing me? That's not the right one either. Yes, this is the right one.
I no longer need these punch cards.
I mean, it's not like we haven't gone through all of them. Let's get to the whatever it's called, I forgot already. The crypt.
I can't go that way.
Ah, that's nice. Chilling is good. Yeah, let's desecrate the... Let's just desecrate, okay? Yeah, picked up the cylinder. Mountain fall kills local figure. Yeah, pause and read it, like, whenever. And, basically the story that Dad came up with to cover up for, you know, for the fact that he hated Hans. Well, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is also in the diary, but basically Hans decided that no, he didn't want he didn't want to work in the factory anymore. He wanted to find the mammoths. And so he left. And his dad was like, okay, I just don't have son anymore. And he came up with the story that, oh, the kid died. At like 18, if I'm not mistaken. First we go over here. Because we got the cylinder, right? So the voice cylinder, and that's Hans's invention as well. I think it's gonna be mentioned somewhere. And there are places we can put like the cylinders in, like this one. That I got the previous cylinder that I put in the train from.
Hans, where are you hiding? We've got to go home. We're late. Very late. Anna, over there. What do you mean, over there? Please, Hans, we've got to go. It's a secret. You've got to swear. Okay. I, Anna Vorarlberg, swear to my brother Hans to never ever mention this to anyone.
It's right there! You see?
But it's dark in there.
Don't worry, I took a lantern. From the factory. Girls, honestly.
You won't look so clever when Father notices you've stolen one of his lanterns. Oh, I'm all covered in mud because of you.
Look, Anna. Look.
I've seen paintings like this in a library book. They're like...
You swore, Anna. It's a secret between you and me. Hey, look. There's something else up there.
Oh, come on.
It's like a toy. I have to have it. Give me some light.
But Hans, it's much too high. Do be careful, Hans. Hans, be careful.
For weeks, my brother lay in a coma, hanging between life and death. And then one morning he opened his eyes, but I knew he would never be the same again. We never did return to the cave, and to this day, I have never ever betrayed our secret.
And the cylinder player just died. And like now we'll be able to check the cylinders in the train, but we need the top. Did I take the cylinder? Yes, I did. Okay. So you see how that happened. And speaking of, he's not gonna look so smart. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like he's not smart, he is just slow. But Hans is actually still somewhat of a genius. So now we put the top onto here. We put the cylinder into here. And we're good to go. Aren't you ecstatic by now?
Right, everything is in order then. The train is finally ready to leave.
I am most terribly embarrassed. Such ignorance on my part is inadmissible. I hope you still have confidence in my abilities, Kate Walker. Please return to your seat and we can leave.
Finally.
Finally. And we're out of wound up. To wind up, rather.
Where are we, Oscar?
At the halls of residence of Barrockstadt University.
And do we really have to stop here?
The situation is incompatible with the pursuit of our journey.
What are you waiting for, then? Wind them up. Find a way. There must be some sort of train winding thing just laying around in this weirdo station.
I have seen nothing that fits that description, Kate Walker.
I guess we'd better find out, then.
I do not like this station. The atmospheric humidity is detrimental to my sophisticated wheel workings. I will wait for you inside the train.
Wimp. Oscar, we have a serious problem. How can we carry on our journey if this train doesn't want to budge? What are our options?
Every clock has its key, Kate Walker. Keep looking.
Well, I hope you're right. I'm gonna go see what I can find.
I might as well give up.
Oscar, there's no way you could help me find a way to wind the train back up again?
Rust awaits my every movement if I leave this train, Kate Walker. And what would you do with a rusty engine driver?
Not a lot, I suppose.
Key? Well, I mean, there is a key.
Oscar, I think that Hans Vorarlberg once stayed in this town after he left Valladolid. Maybe this wasn't a chance stopover after all.
Nothing is left to chance in a railroad network.
You agree with me, then?
We have no concrete proof to support your hypothesis. The train stopped because the clockwork mechanism is unwound. That is the only concrete evidence we have, Kate Walker.
I was just hoping for a little imagination on your part, Oscar.
No, Kate Walker. I am only an automaton, Kate Walker.
Well, I mean, we don't have any keys on us right now. There is a key, but it's just the problem is getting to there.
This train might be a wonder of technology, but the engine's limited autonomy is a liability. You got to admit that.
I am afraid I refuse to entertain this consideration, Kate Walker.
Oscar, see you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
I cannot go from here. Okay. So you see, like Kate said, we didn't stop here by accident, okay? Like, and as I said, Hans is actually a bit of a genius, even though he is slow in, like, every other way. Like, when it comes to mechanics, he is actually really good. And this was almost the exact amount of wind-up. I'm going the wrong way. Almost the exact amount of wind-up that he was supposed to... How do I say it? That was calculated, just not very well.
That thing looks like the winding machine I used in the Valladolid station. I've got to find a way of getting the train up here.
Yeah, you see the winding machine over there. I think it's over there, or maybe it's over here. It is somewhere, okay? It is somewhere in here. maybe further that way. But yeah, now we go back to Oscar. We talk to him. We say, oh, like, there's a winding machine. And he's gonna be like, oh,
Kate
and
Walker! Kate Walker! Come over here, please! I have something to say to you!
okay. Rude. And he's gonna be like, oh, like, how are we supposed to move the train?
Yes, Oscar, what is it?
A message has arrived for you.
A message?
You have been summoned to see the rectors. They are the highest authority at the university. They want to talk to you.
Talk to me?
Yes, to the person responsible for the train.
So, I'm in charge now, sure, okay. But why would these gentlemen want to see me at all?
They do not say why, just that it's very important.
Oh well. Let's go to the place of learning. I forgot which end I'm supposed to be taking. I mean, I think that's the one. Yes, it is. Oh, hello. Hello, good people. Should I talk to you now or should I talk to you later?
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Hello.
My name is Kate Walker, and I'm a lawyer. I'm in charge of this train. This situation is really very new to me.
Lawyer, good job. Earn lot of money.
A lot? A lot? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I can't really complain, I guess. There's worse.
Lawyer always ask a lot of money.
Can we change the subject, please? I really don't want to go down this road. Are you from Barrockstadt?
Niet.
So you're like me. Birds just passing through. I'm stuck here because of my train.
Kleine Puskereisen mit uns, no?
What did he say?
Train kaput. No luck for you.
What the hell? Yet, yes.
I have a little problem with my train. It's kind of broken. I've absolutely got to get it out of the station. Do you think you could tow it over to the wall with your barge?
Lock closed. Barge blocked.
But if the locks were open, would it be okay to tow my train then?
Porke no. More money for that werk.
Da is possible. My husband say we help you if you give money.
Right. And how much do you want?
Cinquante.
He want $150.
$150? I don't have that much.
No money, no barge.
Let me offer you $75.
Nay, $125.
Out of the question. $100 and not a dime more.
Correct. You have barge for $100.
Great. Now, don't move. I'll be back as quick as possible with the money.
Imagine that. We don't actually have the money. I mean, that makes sense, but still.
You must really get to see the countryside. Do you know New York at all?
We not understand.
I'm looking for a funny little man who is supposed to live in Syberia. Can you imagine that? Syberia. I expect you've already been there.
Shivraga come to Syberia?
Syberia. No. Too cold. Barge no break ice.
Where are they from?
I hope my train isn't too big for your barge.
Tis okay. Motorboat erste Klasse.
My husband say correct. Powerful motor.
I mean, we're not exactly very far from the winding machine, are we? It's dumb, isn't it, all this effort to go a few yards?
Put train in barge? Nah, not possible.
Not possible. Let's ask about the birds. Let's ask about the money later.
Have you gone down to take a look around the station yet? It's amazing. You know, it's full of exotic birds.
Me to moigir? Ja. Ja, met plezier.
We no leave boat. Husband is land sick.
Okay, that was a whole lot of nothing.
It's not very polite of you to take advantage of my predicament. We could have done favors for each other, for free, out of solidarity.
Father, Allah speak not full. Money, ja, break full.
Excuse me?
Money,
My
yeah.
husband say need money for leave. $100 not lot for fancy lady like you.
How would you know, a fancy lady like me, really?
I mean, I'm sure that's not what he said. But
I'll
okay.
leave you to it. I won't disturb you again.
До свидания.
I mean, I think they're supposed to be like Russians, but you know, I don't know. They can't be German. I mean, you know, at the same time, who knows? Maybe, actually. Maybe they are German. Or Turks, or like whoever. The husband is a polyglot. He might be speaking like every language under the sky. And here are the mammoths. And here is almost a whole lot of nothing for now. I don't know if you can see from there, but that's a musical band. Should I talk to this guy?
Hello.
Hey, baby, you party? You sure looking mighty fine. Love those big round eyes.
Just who do you think you are?
Hey, spunky. I'd like that in a lady. Okay, I'm hooked. Come on, Zol. I'll let you buy me that coffee.
I don't remember ever asking.
Hey, don't play hard to get. I know you like it big time.
Listen, kid. Go back home and play with your toy cars and forget you ever saw me.
I don't regret it. No, that's not where I got the eyes line. He does it better than me, though. Well, maybe not better, but smoother for sure. And the rectors are... No, that's not it. Yes, this is the place. I mean, I'm sure there's someone I can, like, ask about that, but... Well, we got here anyway.
Good day to you, gentlemen.
Tell me, young lady, to what do we owe this pleasure?
Please do be brief. We do not have very much time on our hands.
As rectors of this university, we have serious matters to attend to, and our time is precious.
I have heard you wish to meet the owner of the train that is currently in your station. May I know the reason for your summons?
We are surprised that your train has not yet left, miss. The situation is most regrettable.
The rules do clearly state that trains are meant to come and go and not remain stationary at a platform.
Trains should first stop, then subsequently leave. That is the rule.
We agree then, dear colleagues, that what we're dealing with is deviant behavior.
This matter really is cause for concern.
It's a clockwork train, you see? So it needs winding up again. Unfortunately, there is no equipment in the station to do this.
A clockwork train? That's strange.
How very quaint. You mean it's some sort of mechanical toy?
Well, I mean, it is like a big mechanical
toy. Hindrance to us, miss.
I am very hopeful that I will find what I need along the wall.
The wall?
The wall?
Miss, that really is not a suitable place for you to go.
Especially for a young lady.
You see, miss, we freely admit that every day we praise the existence of that particular edifice. We owe the integrity of our dear university and the fine education it provides to the wall.
It protects us from harm and invasion from the unknown.
May God protect us from what is beyond those ramparts, miss. Please believe me.
I don't have any choice. I must continue my journey.
Such a decision is a correct one since it's in line with regulations.
Thus, your train will indeed be able to leave.
And consequently cease to obstruct our station.
The wall is actually pretty funny.
You see, I didn't actually intend to stop here, but the springs of my train gave up, you see?
No, not really. You mean to say you're not a student?
You have arrived a little late in the term, miss. Enrollment for this year has already terminated.
But as rectors of this university, and therefore representatives of its highest authority, we could bend the rules a little, if you like.
You don't understand. I'm a lawyer from New York, or rather Valladolid more precisely. My client wants to buy out an old mechanical toy factory, but its heir isn't actually dead and is living somewhere in Syberia. I've got to get to him to sign the sales contract. You see?
Not really. This is a most peculiar tale.
A kerfuffle of the highest order.
Kerfuffle.
We have an excellent law school, if you should ever change your mind.
These guys are a bit of an asshole too. Kinda.
Can you possibly help me out here?
Miss, your insistence is almost verging on indecency.
We cannot constantly be at your disposal. We have many other requests to attend to.
If you don't mind, could you not disturb us all the time? Thank you.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you by chance?
Ah, one of the brightest, most idealistic intellects to have graced our university. Hans Vorarlberg. I remember speaking to him once. I was still a student at the time. He just stared at me, lost in thought for a while. He scarcely ever said a word. But how can one forget him?
Idealistic? I'll grant you that. But bright? Oh, don't go too far. He was completely incapable of passing any exams. All he ever did was to sit in on lessons, and not many of them either. Paleontology, mainly. He had an unhealthy passion for mammoths, which matched the state of his intellect perfectly. That is to say, prehistoric.
Prehistoric? How dare you? A little far-fetched, maybe. But he did have flashes of intellectual brilliance, comprehensible only to high-minded scholars who hold no score by appearances. My dear colleague, your hasty conclusions are somewhat cavalier.
My assessment is wholly accurate. The boy was a little odd. You must concur if my father, who was rector of the university at the time, had not shown great indulgence towards him. Hans Vorarlberg would have never attended this establishment.
What about the bandstand, then? Is that the work of a deranged mind? Even after all these years, you are still jealous of it.
My dear colleagues, I beseech you, let's show some decorum. We have a visitor.
What a twist.
What do you want with Hans Vorarlberg, miss? Are you a member of his family?
No, not at all. I'm looking for him to clear up an inheritance matter. Is he still here?
What? Here? At the university? No, not at all. He left a long time ago. Yes, a very long time ago. The very year I was nominated to this position, in fact. Almost 50 years ago already.
The poor soul moved on once he learned all he needed to know about mammoths.
Ah, this establishment was never quite the same after his departure, it must be said.
You mean to say it was never as bad? All that oddball brought to this university was his misplaced fantasies.
Gentlemen, let's try to retain the calm and level-headedness that befits our position.
I'm not talking to them anymore.
Some sailors have agreed to tow the train, but I don't have enough money to pay them. I was wondering if you could help me out. For a while. I could work for the money.
Is there a faculty for whisperers?
Please wait, miss. We have certain confibulations to attend to.
That is right. We must confibulate between ourselves. A collegiate decision must be taken.
I hope that we are not indisposing you in any way.
Why not?
If it helps us get rid of that train.
My word, that is a fine idea.
What do you have in mind, gentlemen?
When you arrived here, you must have noticed a splendid bandstand which honors the main university courtyard.
A unique piece of mechanical craftsmanship which no longer works, alas.
Why, yes, we have very moving memories of its melodies. We're prepared to offer you a financial reward if you can set it working again.
With pleasure. What do I have to do?
Unfortunately, my dear, time and rust have taken their toll on this university, and our automatons no longer have a spring in their step. You are going to have to be resourceful.
To tell you the truth, there are a number of complex mechanisms here in Barrockstadt, and it would appear that we have unfortunately lost their operating instructions.
Your train, however, is an extremely ingenious invention, so you should be no stranger to complex mechanisms, should you? We are therefore counting on your ingenuity, miss.
I hope that I can show myself worthy of your faith in me, gentlemen.
Well, my dear colleagues, one more university matter nicely tied up.
So you see, we're gonna fix the fucking bandstand for $100.
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
And thank you, gentlemen.
And fuck you, gentlemen. Well, let's go on. A little bit more. Me personally, no.
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Barrockstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
What is this place?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
Yep. I'm honestly just like expecting this guy to say, you know, who cares about Hans? Just like, you know, get the signature.
This thing's jammed.
Yep. Cannot do much yet. We must find the golden testicle. Well, I mean, to be fair, we just need to find something that, like, counterweighs, but like, and then balances the door out, but like, still. Hello.
Hello.
You arrived by train, I see.
Yes, I've come from
Imagine that.
It's been a long time since I've seen a train here. Students, did you bring students with you?
No, I traveled alone. Well, almost alone.
I remember around the start of fall, trains would bring kids from all around the world here to study zoology and botany, paleontology, all that stuff. This was a great university.
And it isn't still great today, then?
Today? Well,
You see, the joke was that there's no one in the university, pretty much. But the rectors are still thinking they're like this high-class establishment.
Have you been the station master of Barrockstadt for a long time?
I've never had another job. Now, you tell me, are you in charge of this train?
No, I mean, I'm not sure.
So what's your thing here? You come here to do some bookworming over at the university?
Well, sort of. I'm always looking for new information.
Well, you don't seem to know a lot. And about that train, it's gonna get in the way if you leave it there, that's for sure.
In fact, I'm a lawyer and I'm conducting a pretty unusual investigation.
Investigation, huh? Hey, you know, I'm just a station master. I don't know too much about anything.
Well, you never know. Anybody could be significant in this case.
See, nobody actually tells me anything, so my hands are totally clean.
I never implied they weren't.
Well, to be true, this establishment was nice once. But, you know, things just never go the way you want them to go.
You don't know where I might find equipment to wind up my train springs, do you?
Not in this station, that's for sure. And I would know. You might want to try near the wall. So, thinking of staying for long, miss?
No. I mean, I don't know, actually. 1 or 2 days tops. You see, I've got to wind my train back up so that I can continue my journey.
It's just, if you stay here too long, I might get in trouble. The train should stop, then leave again. That's the rule. Besides, your machine's disturbing the birds.
Maybe you could take me up to this wall? If there were 2 of us, we could find what I need to wind up my train even quicker.
Miss, forgive me, I gotta stick by the rules. You know, I have to man the station. I don't want to get into trouble with my superiors at the university. You understand?
Yes, very helpful.
All these birds in a station. It's amazing.
This is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious University of Barrockstadt Ornithological Collection. Over the years, this aviary has housed some of the most fantastic species from all over the world. And I am not exactly your typical station master either. This little world is my responsibility, and that is no easy task.
I can well believe you.
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecial harmony. And one day some explorer introduced a couple of cuckoos from the Amazon. Whoa!
It wasn't a good idea?
A nightmare! You know, cuckoos lay their eggs in the nests of other species, right? Now, what's more, they also push the host's eggs out of the nest so that they receive all the mother's attention, right? Accursed cuckoos. Nightmare.
I see what you mean. That's one tricky bird. And there was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You have an automaton here?
A wonder of technology. It's an eagle that's mounted on rails in the air.
On rails in the air?
Swoops down to collect parasite eggs. But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. I fell off it several months back, and I still have a pain in my spine. Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
You poor soul. That must be very hard.
Worst thing is, cuckoo eggs piling up in the nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store, big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
You know, I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt, miss.
And by the way, Amazon is the game that was released before that. The guy who came up with Syberia, Benoit Sokal, that was his like first. Like, I'm not sure if it was the first game, but like it was a game before Syberia. So yeah, the more you know. Not that it makes any difference, but the more you know. Wait, going back. Oh, and here are the cuckoos. Carnivorous cuckoos. Okay then. I actually don't think I'm supposed to be going this way. No, not yet.
I can't go that way.
Yeah, you don't say. Say it ain't so. Do you have any idea how to get rid of the cuckoos? I'm sure I might have missed something back there. No, she's afraid of the cuckoos. They just screeching at her and she's being like, ah, no. The cuckoos are gonna eat me alive. Oh. The Illustrated Dictionary of Plants and Mushrooms. The Yangala Cola. Okay, we will need this. About them specifically, no. I did talk about the birds. And he was like, oh, we have this mechanical eagle. The problem is the mechanical eagle doesn't work. And the cuckoos don't let me to the eagle. Hammer Zone, Memories of an Expedition. By Alexander Balimbois. Yeah, the main character in Hammer Zone. I should play it sometime. Yeah, these cuckoos. Yeah, and that's their primary food. Yes, they do like grapes. Specifically, the Sauvignon grapes. Oh, and now we can talk about the grapes, which is good. Who do I talk to about the grapes, though? The station master? Well, oh, where do I get the grapes? You grape them out of life. I like actually how you put it. I like how there's like this one kid sleeping in a completely like abandoned like auditorium. No, it's not abandoned, it's just like there's nothing in there right now. Well, I mean, at the very least, the game has some sound effects. I'm fine with not talking too much. Hello, mister.
Excuse me. Sir, please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young Mammoths primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes.
No, I won't
probably.
really.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
Hello? How are you doing?
To tell you the truth, I don't know very much about mammoths, and I'm not here as a student. In fact, I'm a lawyer.
It's all right. Nobody is perfect. All the same, the study of the Pleistocene period is fascinating.
I'm sure it is, but I'm sorry to say my current mission is totally monopolizing my time. Another time, maybe.
Ah, that's what they all say. But anyway, let me present myself. I'm Cornelius Ponce, Emeritus Professor and Lecturer at the University of Barrockstadt. I'm proud to say that I'm head of the Department of Paleozoology at our university.
Kate Walker. Pleased to meet you.
Yes. A pleasure.
It wasn't really my intention to stop off here, but I'll confess, this university is really very impressive.
Ah, indeed. There's such a tradition of learning here. And so much knowledge, a real depth of culture, intelligence, and gray matter. I myself did my studies here and never left.
Actually, I'm here because I've been summoned by the rectors of the university.
Oh, I see. You must have made a mistake on your enrollment form.
Oh, no. I haven't come here to study. I have an important matter of inheritance to attend to. I have to find the heir.
And you hope you will find him here?
I'm not altogether sure. But you see, my train broke down coming into Barrockstadt station.
In that case, my dear, you must come to one of my lectures. Here's a question for you. Do you know what the Proboscidean order is?
The Probo-whatian?
Ah, you see? There are gaps in your knowledge that need refreshing.
That's okay. Go sleep. I mean, I was thinking of ending like soon-ish. Anyway, so yeah. I'll be going to sleep soon enough as well.
I feel I've lost my way a little here. I could really do with your help.
Oh, my dear child, you've chosen your moment. I absolutely must finish off my lecture for this afternoon.
It's a lecture about mammoths?
Oh, yes and no. More specifically, it is about their migration. Do excuse me, I need to concentrate.
Oh, okay. Let's just ask him about Hans and the grapes. And be done with it.
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory. At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah, Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking for.
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him?
And of course everyone knows him.
Fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, you know, and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans.
No, we don't say the R word.
Well, sort of. Put it this way: Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange, Hans did a few odd jobs around the university.
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, my dear. Hans was above all questions of money and business. Just to imagine him running a factory, perish the thought.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, and never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes. He kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mout. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home. The event all sounds very dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
Oh, and imagine that.
To my knowledge, there was only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mout, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent the story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail. Syberia itself is a chimera that paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
Yeah, that was amazing. And I like how she was like, oh, maybe he just came up with it, but she has the doll.
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Barrockstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible, but you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Mr. Professor.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
I mean, I'm sure the station master makes, like, booze out of those grapes. Let's go on for like 10 more minutes and maybe we finish up for tonight. The more we finish, the less we have to suffer next time. To be completely honest, this is like, I gotta admit, this is not the most exciting part of the game. Like, no matter how you know, like no matter what you think about the game, well, this is not the most exciting part anyway.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Where might I find some Forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place round here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
No, we don't need this. We need straight answers. Where the hell did you go? I think he's... Yeah, he is here. Okay.
Excuse me, Station Master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
Grapes, please?
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even Forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here in the famous Barrockstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then Don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grave? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
And this is like the most amazing part of the level.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt, miss.
I'll just have to like bounce around between the professor and the station master. Until one of them breaks. Come on, Professor, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. Now give me the deeds, man.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Please, the grapes?
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barrockstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
Oh god, I have to talk to the rectors.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
What? Like, what in the hell kind of a strange abyss have I opened? Hello, professors. Please be brief.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
I was gonna say that, actually.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barrockstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrockstadt?
Oops.
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Well, yeah, that's a good question.
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy
That
responsibilities.
was just a bit off.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every year.
A few bottles?
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
Well, at least they're honest.
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
Oh, you mean
And
the
thank
wine
you,
time.
gentlemen.
How can we go on without the wine? Should I talk to the professor? Or just go straight to the station master? I mean, it is a delightful part of this lake-specific level. Oh, here you are. Talk to me.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed.
Okay.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon things.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket? Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
No, I don't think
we
he
haven't done
cares.
anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Oh, sure. No problemo. Right away, miss.
Okay, let's go to the garden. Let's get the berries, and I think that's gonna be enough for tonight. Although we are pretty close to finishing, but
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation in the university to think about, and I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Thank you, miss.
But yeah, here I'm saying, oh, like we're finishing, but it might take a while, so let's just take the berries and get the cuckoos away. I don't know if that looks like the berries that we need. Yes. No, that's the wrong way. Yeah, that's the right way. Here, have some grapes. Man-eating creatures. And here's the mechanical eagle. Good news, we don't have to reactivate them. Bad news,
Impossible to reach it.
impossible to reach it. Oh, I cannot do it with a hook. Oh yeah, and now I have to find something to reach it with. Oh well. Then I guess we are finishing this some other time for now. So, thanks everyone for being here. It's been a good time. Thank you guys. Let's save up really quick. Yes, and see you next stream. Bye, guys.